Aquarius, welcome back to the Net Spiritually Inclined channel. I am Net and I am back with some general messages for you guys. These messages will not resonate with every single Aquarius. Take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. I have cleansed the deck. I have called an energy specifically for the Aquarius and I have cleansed the energy. Before I get started on your tarot reading, Aquarius, I would like for you to please be sure to like the video. Please thumbs up the video. That can help the video get to a larger audience who may need to hear these messages just as you do. So I'm going to start your tarot reading. So we have poverty, imprisonment, and occupation. So the poverty card came out in reverse. So some of you may have been abandoned as a child. Take it how it resonates. I'm getting masculine energy. So masculine Aquarius, you may have been abandoned as a small boy. I feel like some of you may have even experienced being like a child worker and just doing filthy jobs that could harm you, possibly take your life for some of you, or some of you may know someone who went through this as a child. Definitely a masculine energy. I'm getting child slavery. Also, I feel like some of you are really working really hard because you may have experienced a big financial loss. I'm getting lack of control. Some of you can't control your spending. You may need to work on controlling your spending. And because your lack of proper money management continues to put you in a bad position for some of you. Yep, I'm getting down on your luck. Some of you work at a job that does not pay you well. You're not being paid a livable wage. And the job could also be very dangerous. I feel like you could be very vulnerable at this job. But if you don't work this job, I feel like you won't be able to meet your basic needs. But you're miserable working here at this place, and you're not you're not appreciated. People look down on you and your position. I feel like you want the better things out of life. You want more out of life. For some of you, in your personal life, your emotional needs are not being met. Some of you feel defenseless. You feel unloved. Some of you got yourself in a situation at your job that there's no way out of. And you could be about to face consequences. But because the poverty card came out in reverse, I feel like all of these things has gotten better since then. You're healing from your childhood trauma. You're working at a better paying job. Your emotional needs are being met. And you are getting that love that you always wanted. Because some of you weren't loved as a child. So when your relationships don't work out, it just takes you back to that childhood trauma, that neglect, that abandonment. I feel like with the imprisonment card, someone could need to go to rehab. Someone could have went to jail for doing something with some paperwork that involved a bank, or someone may be visiting a place that's just locked off limits and secure, confined. Some of you may be a prisoner of your own mind, keeping yourself stuck because of the way that you think. I feel like some of you are isolating yourself. Some of you are in a relationship and you feel trapped, or at a job that you feel trapped at. I'm getting fear for some reason. Some of you feel very lonely. I feel like for some of you, you may be going through a situation with your health. I'm getting hospital, illness, being in a hospital, time going by real slow. Some of you could be in a relationship where you feel unfulfilled and restricted. Some of you could be restricted financially. Some of you may have signed a contract that may have restricted you because you didn't fully read the contract. There could also be some legal obligations restricting some of you. But the imprisonment card came out in reverse, so all of that stuff has turned around for the better. And with the occupation card here, yep, some of you are just working really hard. I feel like some of you are doing manual labor at your job. Something that has to do with working with your hands, handcrafting, art, or whatever it is. And some of you are overworked and underpaid. But for some of you, you don't know when your situation is going to get better. Some of you it turned around for the better. Some of you are in this situation now, and it may be a while before you see things getting better. Some of you are at a job where there's no opportunity to advance, no opportunity for promotion. You want to go in business for yourself. Some of you really like sports. You like the season of autumn. And some of you could just be working on your relationship. Some of you like to be out in the garden, is what I'm feeling like also. And we have child, marriage, and official person. And so with the child card came out in reverse. I'm getting an unhappy child. Some of you could have had an unhappy childhood. As a child, some of you could have been tall for your age, or some of you may have a child or children who's tall for their age. This child card could also mean someone is innocent regarding a situation, trying to prove their innocence. Someone got themselves into a situation being naive. For some of you, I'm getting spring, Easter. I'm getting like more than one child. Your childhood, inner child, yeah. Some of you may be looking back at your childhood Easter photos, or getting your child ready for Easter early. Some of you could just be starting a new job, a new relationship, just a new beginning, starting small until you can get where you want to be. Just beginning something new, a fresh start is what I'm getting. Making yourself vulnerable. Excuse me. My feminine Aquarius, some of you could be having a baby soon. I'm getting in the spring, or something could happen regarding a child in the spring. I think it's Easter. With the marriage card here, that came out in reverse, so some of you may have gotten married and it wasn't it. The details of the marriage, how the whole wedding went, you didn't like it. Maybe you didn't like who you hired to host your wedding or do the decorations or something like that. It was not your fairy tale wedding, I can tell you that. Also, some of you may have gotten into like your relationship feel like a contract, or it may have felt like a contract, but because the marriage card came out in reverse, maybe it no longer feels that way. Some of you may have just been friends with someone, but I feel like you were physically intimate with that person, maybe no longer. Yes, some of you could have just joined forces with someone, or a club or a company or something. For some of you, you were dating someone, the relationship was private, not anymore. I feel like it's out. Everybody knows about you guys. For some of you, it's like opposites attracted. Somebody that you may not have liked or may not have cared for. I feel like some of you came to agreement to make a bond, but I feel like it didn't last long. Some of you are separated. You're in separation. Some of you were married, but I feel like you're separated now. Or maybe you did get separated, but decided to come back together with your significant other. Yep, I keep getting spring. Some of you may have gotten married in the spring. And I feel like there were some, let's see, how can I say this? There was something special that some of you offered at your wedding for the guests. You and the groom and the bride also consumed these. I feel like there was some edible flowers or something edible to enhance lust and increased sexual desire. I feel like everybody at the wedding had them at the reception. So that must have been an interesting night for everybody. With the official person here, some of you could actually have a career in being a police officer. I'm getting some of you may be in the military. Some of you may be a fireman. Some of you are in a position at your job of authority. And your job may require you to be forceful with people at times. A lot of times you can't joke, you can't play. A lot of times your job requires you to be serious for some of you. At times your job puts you in positions, in situations where you are not in control. Like if you're a fireman, a fire could get out of control. I feel like there's someone trying to give you orders though. Some of you may have had an order given to you by a judge because someone that you may have been in a situation with feels like you are unapproachable, so they felt like they needed to take you to court. They feel like you're very intimidating. Some of you could be in a relationship that makes you feel restrained. That showed up twice in your reading, Aquarius. There could also be someone at your job that inspires you because they're very ambitious. There could also be a person that's just like, you feel like they're being controlling, but they're just pushing you to be more determined and be more focused on your goals. Okay. We have false person, main male, and pathway. Some of you know a couple, may have been affiliated with a couple, a man and a woman, who were up to no good. You didn't know. You may still not know. This couple is hiding behind a mask. They're a whole lot of drama. They love trouble. They're manipulators. You may think they're your friends. They're your frenemies. They cannot be trusted. They're liars. They're dangerous people. They're very deceitful. This is a couple who's very treacherous. This is what they do for a living. Stab people in the back for their gain, you know. So this is a lesson for some of you, Aquarius, not to trust everybody or everything that you see. I feel like this couple approached you in a way that made it seem like they wanted to help you in some way. So it's a lesson learned. Yeah, they're very dishonest. And it was just a mistake you made trusting the wrong people, and you just learn from it. And some kind of way I feel like this couple was working against you behind your back, planning to betray you, planning to cause you to lose something. And they approached you wearing a mask to hide their true intentions. Aquarius masculines, I feel like some of you are very handsome. You are a man of quality. You may like to paint. Some of you are reflecting about where you are in life at this moment, what you desire, what you should be aware of. Some of you are taking a look at your life. You're taking a look at yourself. Some of you could be very selfish. You are not involving your significant other in the things that you do, making your significant other feel like they are a part of your life, or feel like that they are included, or that you acknowledge them, period. It's like selfishness. I feel like some of you masculine Aquarius, you dress very well. You're very confident, very direct, and open. And you are very important to your significant other. Some of you may have thought something was going to take a long length of time. I'm getting long road ahead. For some of you may have thought that in the past. Some of you may like to run to stay fit or run for a cause. Some of you thought something was going to take 1 to 2 years and you couldn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Everything was just working out slow. Everything was just going slow for you. Slow growth of a possible partnership or slow growth of your career path. But the pathway card came out in reverse, so I feel like you're no longer waiting for whatever you were waiting for to happen. Your career may have kicked off. There is light at the tunnel for some of you. Some of you may just live there. Your home could be at the end of a long street, is what I'm feeling like. Some of you could love nature. For some of you, there's a lot that you need to do. I feel like there's a lot that needs to be done. But whatever you thought was going to take a long time, it didn't. Some of you may have initially been a long distance away from something or somebody, but I feel like that's not the case anymore. Concern, courtship, distant horizons. There's an older man, some of you may know, could be someone in your family, who's depressed about something. Something is concerning him. There could be somebody in your family or someone that you know that is concerned about you, Aquarius. And this older man does not know what to do. For some reason, I feel like he fears that you're going to lose your job because you don't really understand the requirements of the job. This could be a family member who knows that you have concentration problems, or it could be a friend who knows you very well, who knows this about you. I feel like some of you could be panicking when you're at work because you don't know what you're doing, but I feel like you're going to be okay. I'm getting good luck coming for some of you. Courtship. I feel like some of you are dating someone and you guys could be a potential couple. I feel like you guys may also be in the early stages of a relationship. There's like nobody crazy in love yet, but it's potential for it to happen. Or some of you could just be dealing with someone on a business level versus a personal level. It could have been a meeting that was arranged. Some of you may have joined some sort of club or group, or some of you could just be engaging in a friendly encounter with someone. But I feel like some of you may need to possibly make yourself open to a new person that may enter your life, because the person you with may not be who you're destined to be with. I feel like open yourself up to meet new people, because I feel like someone may possibly steal your heart and you are not going to expect it. So if you're with someone, I don't feel like that's your soulmate. You may need to have a sit down with your significant other. I don't know if you would like to do that in private or public. It depends on how this person acts. Also, some of you could just be getting together with someone to just socialize and hang out. But I feel like your significant other, when you have that talk, this person is going to try to attempt to seduce you to make you stay with them, or talk you into doing something so that you won't leave them. Some of you may have been really, really wanting to be with someone that live overseas. They basically, if you would like to see this person, you have to cross lakes, big bodies of water. They could live in some sort of continent that's really, really far away from where you live. This could be a foreign person of a different culture, a different background from you. Some of you have opened up your mind and developed new views on dating. You don't just want to date people of your race, or you just don't want to date your typical person that you attract. You want to go outside of your usual dating options or choices. This could be someone who's very spiritual also, if they're from a different culture, and it may have caused you to want to become more spiritual and intellectual. Some of you may have discovered your spirituality because of this person. And some of you feel like it's never going to happen. You're never going to be with this person. Some of you may be drinking alcohol and may have an addiction because you're trying to deal with not being with the person you want to be with because they're so far away. I'm getting daytime. So some of you may have received some sort of message from this person from overseas in the summertime possibly. I'm getting don't leave your drinks around people, or check the water you're drinking. If it's coming from your faucet, you might want to boil it first. And some of you, you're just wanting to go on a new adventure. You want to do something different with your life. But I do feel like because the Distant Horizons card came out in reverse, you will get to be with this person that's overseas. Change, thoughts, sudden wealth. I feel like some of you are moving to a new residence. I feel like you may live in a townhome and you want to move to a better place, but this place you're moving to could be smaller. You may not be able to take everything from your townhome to this place, but you don't care. You know, you're willing to adapt. It's just you feel like it's time for a change, time to change your location, your circle of friends, your career, the way you see certain situations going on around you. Your relationship may need change. Some of you may have noticed things changing in your relationship. I don't know if that's good or bad. Some of you may have also noticed physical and emotional changes within yourself. There could also be a change in your finances for some of you. I feel like there could be some unexpected money coming for some of you. I'm getting a masculine energy who's like in deep thoughts, making plans for something. I feel like a masculine painted a woman that he could be obsessed with, and his thoughts may have revealed something that he didn't want to know, like he don't stand a chance with this woman. Or this could be a masculine who's just naturally a deep thinker, someone who thinks a lot. I'm getting that there's a need for meditation and contemplation, a need to be considerate of others. There could be a masculine thinking about love because he feels strongly connected to someone. This could be some of you Aquarius masculines. This could be a masculine that you know. Yeah, there's a masculine having some sort of memories, or may have gotten a sudden idea, or someone who's just a masculine who's just reflecting very thoroughly, exploring new ideas about something. For some of you, I feel like 7 is your lucky number. I feel like some of you may receive a check that may have been lost in the mail or something. You may receive a monetary gift for some of you. Some of you may receive a larger than expected tax refund. Some of you may have won bingo if you played bingo, but I'm getting some of you are possibly coming into a large sum of money. But your luck could turn sour and result in a loss for some reason. I get some of you are very successful. You have a secure partnership with someone. I don't know if that's relationship or business or whatever. And some of you have like unlimited sources to get money. Like, I don't know if these unlimited sources are people or companies or businesses, but anytime you need money, you got a lot of sources that you can just get the money. Avoid being wasteful or boastful. That's the message from Spirit here. And this is a lot of money you just don't have to work for some of you Aquarius. I'm getting lottery winnings, a bonus from work. Some of you could have found a lot of money or have gotten an inheritance. For some of you, there's a lot of money waiting for you somewhere, but it's out of your reach. So Aquarius, let's end your reading on a good note. I have pulled 3 oracle cards for you guys. The first one is extraordinary. And it says, there's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored, but this came out in reverse. So you guys are not showing your uniqueness. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. But this card also came out in reverse. Some of you learn how to take those negatives and make them positives. And then we have detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. There's something some of you need to let go of. It's not serving you, and it's not healthy for you. Okay? Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope these messages resonated with some of you, if not all of you. I hope that I have given some of you some clarity. Also, I would like to thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel and helping me build my channel. A very special shout out to my subscribers. I love you guys so much. I'm very appreciative. I'm very humble. Thank you so much. I do see my channel growing and I'm really happy about it. I love what I do. I love doing readings. I love giving messages. I love what I do. I appreciate it. The support from all of you. Also, if you guys feel it in your heart to donate to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It will not only help me, the donations will also help you, since I make content for you daily. Alright, so tell your friends about the Net Spiritually Inclined channel. Tell your family about the Net Spiritually Inclined channel. Also, guys, I do have a Patreon. It's Net Spiritually Inclined 7. If you guys want to check that out. If you need more information, please email me at the email that's in the About section of my channel. Until next time, please like, please share, please subscribe. God bless you all.